The corridors of St. James Park are quieter than usual, but there's a buzz that cannot be ignored. News reaches the fans' ears like tiny sparks about to ignite a blaze. Something behind the scenes at Newcastle United has caught attention and is already stirring everyone's expectations. Rumours circulate, opinions are divided, and the feeling is clear: important decisions are being made, and not all of them have pleased the club's owners. Before we continue, I want to ask you a quick favor. If you're passionate about Newcastle United and don't want to miss any hot news about our club, take a moment to subscribe to the channel now. This helps us keep bringing exclusive information and ensures you're always one step ahead, knowing everything that happens in the Toon Army. In recent months, the board and Eddie Howe have been working tirelessly to reshape the squad. Several arrivals were made during the summer transfer window, some drawing attention not only for the money spent but also for the boldness of the club's strategy. Yet, not all of these moves have fully satisfied Newcastle's owners, particularly the PIF. Some deals raised questions and even caused discomfort, something rare within the highly planned Saudi structure. Fans noticed that, while there are exciting signings, not all new faces had the immediate impact expected. The squad was strengthened, but doubts also arose. The aim of building a competitive team to challenge in the Premier League and progress in European competitions remained strong. Yet it is undeniable that some transfer decisions divided opinions. What few know is that, within the club's hierarchy, there was one signing that generated more tension than any other. And this is where the crucial revelation comes in. Of all the moves made this summer, the one that troubled the PIF most was the signing of Wissa, a forward from Brentford, for £55 million. The choice, backed and defended by Eddie Howe, was not received with enthusiasm by the Saudi owners. According to Keith Downey, Sky Sports reporter, the PIF was uncomfortable investing so much in a 29-year-old player whose resale value would be practically non-existent. Still, facing an urgent need to strengthen the attack, Newcastle completed the deal on the final day of the window. Now, before moving on, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take this moment to do so. Here, you'll get direct access to signings, rumours, and Newcastle's behind-the-scenes action without any fluff. That way, whenever a bombshell drops, you'll be the first to know. The Wissa case highlighted the tension between Eddie Howe's vision and the PIF's perspective. The manager argued that the forward was essential to complement the arrival of Nick Woltemade, signed for £69 million, who had already been making a significant impact. Howe's idea was clear. While Woltemade would be groomed to take on an important long-term role, Wissa would bring immediate experience and impact. However, a knee injury disrupted plans and prevented the Congolese striker from making his debut so far. This situation further increased the owner's frustration, as the heavy investment has yet to yield returns on the pitch. The PIF, focused on strategic deals and asset value, saw Wissa as a considerable risk. For them, spending so much on a player nearing 30, with little resale potential, does not fit their ideal management model. Their analysis is cold and calculated, but Eddie Howe remained firm, believing in the player's immediate potential to meet the squad's needs. Despite the criticism, Nick Woltemade has been one of the season's biggest successes. The young German, signed for a record fee, quickly established himself and won over the fans. His adaptation surprised many analysts who doubted his ability to cope with the Premier League's intensity. This performance brought some relief to Eddie Howe, as Woltemade's positive impact helped ease concerns caused by Wissa's absence. Another reinforcement that stood out was Malik Theo. The defender quickly imposed himself in the backline, even leaving Fabian Schär out of the starting sheet at times. Considering the Swiss player's importance during Howe's tenure, this shows the level of trust the manager places in new signings and also highlights Theo's quality. Newcastle's defense, often criticized for lacking solidity, now has fresh options with Theo's arrival. Yet, despite some positives, Wissa's situation remains the main point of tension. Eddie Howe pushed for the signing to go through and managed to convince the owners to approve the deal. Now, with the player sidelined due to a more serious injury than initially expected, Newcastle must deal with frustration and pressure. Keith Downey highlighted that the striker could be a key player, but the prolonged recovery period has completely delayed the initial plans. If you enjoy detailed analysis like this and want to follow every step of Newcastle's journey, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Here you'll get not only the news but also context, explanations, and behind-the-scenes insights that truly matter. Once recovered, Wissa will have the chance to prove Eddie Howe right in insisting on his signing. The striker was designed to help share attacking responsibilities with Woltemade, preventing the young German from becoming overloaded during a demanding season. With Newcastle competing in multiple competitions, squad depth will be crucial, and Howe believes Wissa can make a decisive impact. However, time passes, and the pressure mounts. Fans, though patient, are beginning to question whether the investment was the right choice. The PIF, for its part, watches closely, expecting the sporting return to justify the high cost. This scenario puts Eddie Howe in a delicate position, even with support from recent results. He knows owner confidence could fluctuate if the striker fails to perform when available. Wissa's story at Newcastle is still being written. The forward has the quality, Premier League experience and attributes that can perfectly fit the team's style of play. When he finally dons the black and white shirt, every minute on the pitch will be closely monitored by both fans and directors. He will have not only the mission to help the team but also the responsibility to justify Eddie Howe's bold gamble. And for you, the fan, the question remains, will Wissa become Newcastle's unexpected hero, silencing critics and proving that every penny was worth it? To follow this answer in real time, subscribe to the channel, as we will bring every update about the striker, the squad, and behind the scenes of our club. At the end of the day, Newcastle United is experiencing a period of transition, great ambition, and risky decisions. Some moves have already delivered immediate results, like Walter Maid and Theo. Others, like Wissa, are yet to be judged. What remains unchanged is the fans' passion and the certainty that each chapter of this story will be exciting.